Hello and good morning, welcome to New Forest Morphs. Jared and I are just at the end of the week, and we just wanted to say thank you to Jaffe for joining us on the live on Saturday. It was a lovely evening, really enjoyed getting to see his snakes, and we had King Austin join us, Jared, which was lovely too. And thank you for our guests, and also Jared, we've hit 1,000 subscribers this week, so many thanks and much gratitude to all our supporters and subscribers. Today we're just showing you one of our hatchlings that's available. If anybody wants to get into the Purple Passion project, this is an example of a Purple Passion 100% HET Ultramel, and it's a beautiful boy. He's 140 grams, Jared?
Yeah, about that.
And he is available. We've been sexing our latest hatchlings, and you can see how beautiful the Purple Passion is. It's in the Bell complex, so you can see that the Purple Passion has a purple head, and as it sheds it gets prettier and prettier. And if anybody wants to have this animal, please hit us up at Instagram or send me a message on YouTube. And absolute beautiful boy here, and I'll just show you what he's like. You can see he's positioned to strike. So I think he's a good feeder, Jad. You can see the lovely blue eye on him as well, and the tongue flicking. So 100% HET for Ultramel, and please feel free to drop either Jad or myself a line on Instagram, and he's a good 140 grams, so we'll just slip him back. Let's also, Jared, look at the how your girl's doing toast, because she's going into pre-lay shed. So we'll just put this guy back and we'll see where we're going. Let's have a little look and see how she's doing. She's just going into her pre-lay shed. Big old girl, there she is. Still bowl wrapping, cooling, and Jared, you've sprayed her down to make sure that she sheds nicely.
Yeah.
So on the basis that she has her pre-lay shed in the next week, she should be due to go the end of March. I think it's 3 to 4 weeks normally after the pre-lay shed that they lay their eggs. But she looks pretty bulky, so we're super excited about that. Now, as many of you will know, we've had 3 storms hit the UK over the last week, so Jared and I have been very careful and cautious not to feed our animals for 2 weeks, because the last time we had a storm we had a power cut, and we ended up with the generator kicked in. We managed to maintain it at 72 to 73, but we didn't want the animals to be full of food just in case we had another power cut and the generator wasn't able to get the heat up. So we've been taking a very precautious measure here, Jared, and as a result I think the animals are being blessed, because today is the feeding day. The storms have blown over, we've got a nice calm day today, so later tonight we're going to be feeding our animals. But on the whole, Jared, I think the animals have done really well.
Yeah, they all look good.
And I think one thing I've learnt is that when we do this experiment and delay feeding our animals by a couple of weeks, it's interesting that the food that they took 2 weeks ago, some of the animals are still pooing out the food 2 weeks ago, Jared. It's interesting, isn't it? And we're finding that their poos are smaller, firmer and less smelly because they are resting. And we've also noticed that the animals are sitting at 80 degrees when they've got no food in their bellies. So the interesting thing about what you're learning about your snakes is by not feeding them too often, the animals have got little to digest, so they're spending less time on the heat spot, and they want to be at 80. So although we kind of aim for 88 on the hot spot, Jared, I do think that these animals do like to cool off, particularly during the breeding season. So they're building follicles, the males are protecting their sperm. So I've noticed that that's an interesting behaviour. Now, Jared, you've made an order this week for some extra stuff. What have we got over here that we're getting ready?
We ordered in some vermiculite to make sure we're ready for the egg boxes.
Yeah. So just as a precaution, just in case we end up with a surprise clutch so we didn't spot an ovulation. I don't think we will, because I think Toast is the girl. But Jared, you've chosen vermiculite.
Yeah.
You like it a lot, don't you? And what's the benefit of using this?
It's a good substrate. So it holds water really well.
Yes.
So if you use it when you're doing your eggs, it gives off a lot of humidity, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And the water doesn't splash around.
Yeah. We've noticed that 1 or 2 breeders out there have been hit with surprise clutches and they've run out for vermiculite. So we thought prior planning prevents poor performance. So we've got the 3 bags in. So we've got plenty of that to go. And the other thing we've done, Jared, is we've checked that the incubator is functioning. So do you want to just check the temps on here, see how they're looking? So we've re-fired up the incubator. That's showing 89.
Perfect.
So that's the temperature that we like. So we've got that standing by, that's working. We've got plenty of food in. We've also ordered in some more food just in case the storm would have caused problems with some shipping. And I think you do need that extra food because as the girls get more aggressive, you're putting slightly larger multis, or you're putting giving them the opportunity to build before they ovulate. So that's key to have sufficient food in as well. So we're prepared on that side. Are there any other things, Jared, that we've had to adjust or prepare in the facility?
We turned the heat up a little bit.
Yeah, so during the stormy weather we noticed that the ambient temperature dropped down quite low, and it was blowing a gale as well, so we tend to keep the windows slightly open to allow air circulation. We have the fans going, but we found that it was being so cold that we had to increase the ambient temperature up a little bit. But I think it's still wise to still allow a couple of degrees drop during the breeding season because that does stimulate breeding as well. And of course we've held back on breeding for the last week or so because of the storms. We didn't want to put our snakes under any unnecessary pressure. But we had some good news because last video we put out, Jared, we were shooting for the double het clown pieds and the double het Ultramel. So Ultramel clowns and Ultramel pieds, and we had double locks, didn't we? So we had the, I think it's, now if we look at Amber, she's going into shed at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she locked, just look how she's doing. At the back there, he's just sprayed her down a little bit. So she locked with Titus.
Yep.
And her follicles are quite big at the moment, they're about 20 mil. So hoping that he's done the business there and given her a nice lock. And Titus is in here, is he in here? Just below here. So here's Titus. And I can't really see him actually, let's just have a little look. He's under there, isn't he? You see him, Joe? Yeah. So he's carrying the Mojave Ultramel G. So we're going shooting for Mojave double het clown Ultramels is what we're shooting.
She's pastel as well.
Well, we could get pastel in as well. And the other one that went for us, Jared, was
Athena.
Now Athena, let's have a look and see how she's doing.
She's a regular pied.
Yeah, she's a big regular pied at that. Now we paired her up last week and she locked with the son of Titus, which
Nova.
is Nova, and
Same genes.
Same genes. So we're shooting for some Mojave double het Ultramel pieds. Let's see how he's doing, Jared. So where is he? Down here somewhere?
Yeah.
He's hiding away there. You can see just how beautiful he is. So if anybody would like to buy one of our HET Ultramels, this is what a visual Ultramel Mojave looks like. And yeah, that Purple Passion is carrying the Ultramel gene. And the nice thing about that project is if you want him, you're guaranteed to have no normal looking snakes because he's going to be carrying, what is
Phantom and Mojave.
Is it Phantom and Mojave? So you're going to produce either Phantoms or Mojave visuals with having a super form of bell in the case of the Purple Passion. So that's why they're so popular. But also you end up 100%, well actually that's 100% het for Ultramel, isn't it? So the offspring will be either 50% het for Ultramel or 50% of his babies will be 100% Ultramel. If you pair him with a female Ultramel you've got, let's say you've got a female Ultramel that you want a stud male, there's a chance that you could produce either Phantom Ultramels or Mojave Ultramels. So I think he's a lovely animal, beautiful project, so that's fine. And the other thing, Jared, is that this coming Saturday we have got tomorrow at 10 o'clock live in the UK. We've got Stephen and Courtney from Leviathan Snakes who are joining us, which we're really looking forward to the show. And they've got some amazing snakes, Jared. They're into the Sunset Project in a big way. Courtney's been keeping snakes for a number of years. Stephen, her partner, has joined him in that journey. They're doing an amazing stuff. They just built a facility. They do regular videos on their YouTube channel, so please go give them some love. And they've recently had a beautiful brand new baby girl that they've just been blessed with, and only a couple of weeks ago she came. So super exciting times for them, and it'd be lovely to look forward to having them on the show tomorrow night. So please do feel free to drop in and enjoy some good company with us. So I think that's about it for today, Jared. I think it's a short video. I don't think there's anything else that we wanted to mention. Is there anything from your side, Jared?
No.
No? So I think we'll wrap it on there, and we'll look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye bye for now.